And hey, welcome on in. It is day 2 of the SEGALYMPICS. Thank you so much for joining us all weekend long as we play Sega sports games, related games, or just Sega games, because why not? It's a fun event we only put on when the Olympics are around, so every 2 years at best. So a lot of fun to be here. And to kick off this Sunday, we have a legend within the SegaCrew community. We have the Arnold Palmer Tournament Golf Tournament, which must be like our 8th or 9th incarnation of this. We've just have fallen in love with this game, and here we are. We have brought 4 new crews to this game. I think Patak is the most recent or this last year to get into it. Patak, how are you doing today?
Yeah, good, thank you. Good evening, everyone. Lovely to be here.
Excellent. Of course, we got ZG, who also raced this during the Master 8. ZG, how are you doing?
Doing good. Thank you.
Absolutely. And JFred was also part of that race. JFred, how is it going today?
Doing very well, thank you.
Excellent. And Hoodie's my favorite of the group today because we had to sign up for this, and ZG, JFred, and Patak all signed up. And in Arnold, who sadly he wasn't able to join us today with conflicting family issues, which we get. And Hoodie was just like, "What's this game? I'll try it." And then I think he played it for a while and was just like, "Yeah, you know what? I'll show up for this because it's a cool game." And it really goes to show how kind of arcadey and easy to get into this Arnold Palmer Tournament Golf, whether it's a speed run or just casual. It's such a fun game. It was a launch title, and I have nothing but great things to say about it. But let's get on to this race. What do you guys think?
You said I played a while. I played one time. This is my second time playing.
Second
Yeah,
time.
to be sure,
Okay.
I actually didn't do this in the race either. I'm very new to this game too.
Oh, well, there we go. I'm just talking out of my ass. So,
Yeah.
then it goes to show you how much fact checking I do before any of these comments. I'm just like, yeah, I think I remember. JFred competes in Master 8s.
I've done that race before, but I wasn't in that one. But yeah, but I've had a lot of fun playing this week, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, ZG was in the race committee this last Sega 8, so he definitely didn't do this game. Right, ZG?
No. I wasn't in for. I helped out for Saturn 8. I was in the
Okay.
race.
Cool. God, you get my age, you just don't remember anything. All right, well, let's get on to this and stop myself embarrassing myself. But we're going to do a quick countdown, and the racers have their clubs. They're able to select whatever clubs they want, so you'll see on every person's screen a little bit different set. I love JFred's set, just one wood putter. He's off to the races. The other guys have something else that, Patak and ZG, they know what they want for each hole. And Hoodie, he's just out here having fun, playing golf like it's meant to be. And if everyone's ready, we're going to count down here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Good luck, everyone.
And the Arnold Palmer Tournament Golf Race has begun. And Hoodie there with the pro strat of selecting track 4. And anyone that's unfamiliar with this game, what really separates it from a speed run versus an event race is you'll see in Hoodie's screen especially how fast that wind is blowing on the bottom left. You'll see the wind vane, I think is what that thing's called with the chicken, and it's blowing like crazy, which is definitely going to change the his strategy for each hole. Whereas if you take a look at ZG's, it's a little bit slower. He has some wind. However, if you were to speed run this game with multiple attempts in the confines of your home, you can just reset until you get 0 wind, and it does make a difference. So coming out of the gates in a race type format, it definitely leaves some of these racers at a disadvantage having to battle this wind, but definitely makes it fun. Yeah, Hurricane Arnie has hit the links today. Another Arnold Palmer I want to shout out is lemonade with tea. Yes, please.
I've never tried an Arnold Palmer. It's not the sort of thing that's prevalent in Britain, but I'll take your recommendation and give that a try. That sounds nice.
You know, on a nice summer Sunday afternoon, you're just like, you know, sitting on your back porch or something, watching the birds. There is nothing finer than an Arnie Palmer. No Diggity prefers the John Daly. Is that a real drink? What is the John Daly? Basically the opposite of today. Paul's got like 10 feet of snow. His house is inside an igloo right now. One thing I love about this speedrun race is just because of how golf is set up, where we can see the hole that you're on. You know, we know that you have to get it onto the green, into the hole. We can kind of keep up with how our runners are doing against each other. We can kind of keep track of where each person's at right now. Most of our runners are on hole 4. Hoody's about to finish up hole 3, so very tight race here between all our competitors. The meter that you're seeing on the right side, Patak just had a beautiful chip there and pretty nice roll. He could have gotten a little extra roll. The game kind of cheated them with a little bit of that fringe. You'll notice the outside of the green is a little bit darker green, and the green is what I mean where you putt, and there's a fringe around it, and that will slow your ball down just a little bit. Patak must have just hit just a pixel of it when he had that beautiful chip onto the green there. But that meter, you'll see at the top, the first bar when it goes up, that is for your power, and it is frame pixel perfect to hit the toppest part of the meter. It is very easy to miss that, and if you're going for the highest power, you're not able to hit that frame, it will bounce the meter back and you will have to reshoot the meter. So it can be a time loss trying to get the power shot. A lot of times I'll just go for the second to last power meter part, just, you know, so that way I know I can get this shot off no matter what, and then I can adjust my game from there. So, you know, every single one of these shots these players are taking is just about frame perfect. So you talk to some of these big time runners of these big time games, and it's just like, yeah, bro, I run Arnold Palmer. I know all about frame perfect. I do frame perfect inputs 300 times in this speed run. So back off. I know. And then on the other side of the meter, when it's coming down, that's kind of the more finesse part of it. That's how you can kind of get more chips. And you're seeing Patak over here as I talked about it. I've completely gotten into his head, and he's just missing the power shot because he's like, damn it, Booster, why even talk about it? Just let me play here.
It's inconsistent. It's one of those things where you'll get it 10 times in a row, and then the timing is often you're off by like half a frame press, and it feels weird, but it's part of the charm of this game.
Absolutely. It's very precise. And JFred, right by that water, there is really no penalty for water. I think you have like quarter of a second box that tells you, you know, you got to lay up, so you don't lose a lot of time going into the water. It's very friendly in that regards. The hole placement on the green, as we watch Hoodie up in the top left screen there, just sink that putt. What a putt for birdie, just beautiful. Catches back up with JFred and ZG there with that beautiful putt. But you'll notice that there's arrows pointing. That shows you the direction of the green, the speed. So if you're playing against the arrows, you're going to have to hit a stronger shot versus if you're playing with, or as you can see from Hoodie, he used the arrows to kind of roll the ball in from, you know, screen left to right. Beautiful shot. But what's interesting about this game is the hole placement is different every single time you play. I don't have the stats. Rusty, he is the lord of Arnie Palmer He just broke this game wide open, and he's got a whole breakdown. I think there's like 3 hole placement possibilities per hole. I could be wrong. Patak might know this. And,
yeah, it's 3 per hole.
So you don't know what you're shooting into. As you can see from Patak's screen, you have the overhead bird's eye shot to the left, and there you see the little green. It's the light colored green. That's where he's aiming towards. But you can't see the hole placement from that. And you can kind of see it from his actual shot where it might be, but that doesn't give you a lot of actual real information. There is a button that you can go to with your caddy to observe the green. So like in a casual playthrough, you can certainly get that information to know where you want to lay up to get the best possible shot for the green. But in a speed run sense, you're really just playing it by ear and, you know, hoping for some good RNG. And again, that's another reason why I love this speed run is you can't do the same thing every single time. There's a little bit of variation, even for the top runners. And JFred is on the back 9. You saw that he reached the coffee break. So in between the first 9 holes and the last 9 holes, there is what they call a coffee break with this game. And they have a little cut scene with the little Oopa Oopa character from Fantasy Zone. And they're always very cute and fun. It kind of reminds me of like the Miss Pac-Man cutscenes. You know, they're kind of tell some sort of story, but a lot of fun. And there's another Easter egg in this where I think you get to play a Fantasy Zone level. I think if you hit 100 strokes, so 100 hits in one hole, I think that's what it is. Patak, is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. So if you game over on 100 hits on a hole and then enter a secret code, you can go to a little Fantasy Zone level. Which was funny because Zeke and I both suffered the Fantasy Zone for Mastery, and then we found that and we were like, oh no, there's no escape.
I think you're the only person that I've heard that's actually done it.
Ah.
Oh, ZG's wind now is completely stopped. That's one thing with this game too. You know, you're speed running it. You're trying to get PB. You're at home. You can do 1,000 resets. You get the no wind, and then on the back 9, the wind starts all of a sudden coming in, and you're just like, no. But we can also see the inverse can happen with ZG's screen. He started off with, you know, some wind. It wasn't too bad. It's not HoodyTwoShoes wind over there, good lord. But now he's at a part where it's completely died. And why that's so important is this gives you an opportunity now to hit hole-in-ones on par 3s and the not putt. You can, you know, get shots to go in from chips just because you don't have to battle that wind. ZG, we can see from the hole placement there, he hit over the green, and you would think, oh no, that's terrible, but actually just where the hole placement is, oh, and he almost sunk it. What a shot from the fringe with the putter. But that's one of those shots I'm talking about where it looked like when ZG was playing that hole, it would have been smart to lay up in front of the green. But you can see from JFred's shot now, there's that big block right in the middle of the green, and that can really screw you up. So the fact that he accidentally overhit, but it was on the other side of that box there, it actually worked out to his advantage. And sometimes things like that happen where because of the hole placement, sometimes you know, you really just got to play the ball and see what happens. It's a very interesting speed run, and what a shot by Patak there. The putting that I'm seeing from these competitors is just incredible as we're about to hit the 11-minute mark. And for a race, that's really good where we're at. We're at hole 15 at the 11-minute mark, which, again, for a race with wind and all these types of things, very good. Patak on 17. He's on a heck of a pace. Oh, great shot there. Almost went in. And JFred, too, just with the awful win. He's on this par 3. This is a great opportunity for a hole-in-one, but that wind just sent him off to the left just a little bit. Nice putt in. Again, JFred's only coming in with a putter and a 1-wood. So making these putts from the rough there outside the green is spectacular. ZG sinking it. Hoodie sinking it. Moving on. Patak here. Oh, I think this is 17. Yep. About to sink this putt. He moves on to the final hole here. He's looking to sub 18. You can do this hole in about 30 seconds, so it is very doable to sub 18 here, or sub 13 here. If he can just get this shot, it doesn't need to be perfect. He's got water in front of him. Just there we go. There it is. ZG just about to get, what a chip here. Oh, what a chip from ZG that almost went in. And see, you're not able to see the green, the arrows from the rough. So ZG making that shot blindly, almost getting it in if it wasn't for those arrows. That's incredible. He is now on 18. Just a little bit behind Patak. Patak's just right in front of the green. JFred also now on 17. He's getting close as well. Hoodie, again, this is his 3rd time playing. I think this is hole 15. Yeah, hole 14 at 13.5 minutes. Really good here. ZG with the epic birdie. Oh, and I missed Patak's final time. You should have chimed in. ZG was about 1330 something. Patak I didn't see. It was a lot closer because of ZG's end game. Patak came in with a really nice lead. Oh, what a shot from Hoodie there. One nice thing too is you can kind of control, or you can control the spin of your chips. So you can get some backspin or some front roll to really help your short game. So again, small little techniques that make this game not only more fun, but also just a better speed run. What a shot there by Hoodie. Great layup there on that par 3. JFred on the final hole here. Oh, just short. And they love to rub it in your face with the text. Oh, that was close. JFred with an epic shot there. And then he just needs to finish up. Angles just a touch and boom! 1453 for JFred. A sub 15 in any race is a heck of an achievement there.
How is the wind this strong?
It's been the whole game too for you. It's just miserable. And the bad thing is too, Hoodie was like, yeah, I'll do song 4. So he took the time to give us song 4, and the game can't even reward him with decent wind.
Even with a, like, how is it this strong with a chip? It's not even going that high.
Yeah, the lower clubs in this game really respond to crosswinds.
Absolutely. Yeah, the longer your ball's up in the air, so obviously the higher irons, the more opportunity the wind's just going to have a field day, taking the ball where the direction the wind's blowing. The wind's so strong you adjust your putts. That's funny. I knew someone was going to take that and run with it. I don't think about the things I say before I say them. Hoodie cutting through here. Nice. Grabbing the 1 iron. Always a better choice than the wood in the higher grasses. Great shot there. Back on the fairway. When you're on the fairway, which is the lighter colored green there leading up to the hole, you just have more control over your shots. So it's always...
Did you see how far left I aimed?
Oh my goodness. That was actually a pretty good aim too. Hoodie had to go all the way off screen to the left. There he's going again. And it still was pushing it so far right. Look at that. Still goes so far right.
Yeah, Hoodie, have you had an encounter with a tree yet where you land flush in front of a tree and then you have to move like 5 screen lengths to get out of it?
No, this is literally the second time I've played this game.
When you have an encounter with a tree, you will remember it. Shout outs to our friend Elio from the Sega Racing.
Yeah, and it takes so long to reload the screen, so you're just doing it 20 times. Like, come on, let me just move left. This wouldn't take this long in real life.
Actually, it could take a long time in real life. The only time I played golf I was 368 over par. So, at least I realized quickly it wasn't my vocation.
I'm sure everyone had to play around you that day.
Yes.
Hey, we're cutting through, buddy. You keep putting over here, but we're going to keep playing through.
I did it.
And GG, 18-01, 02, really close to that. And there we go. Our Arnold Palmer tournament golf tournament. Well, thank you.
To let anyone know that you too can play this game and join in and have fun.
Heck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm curious now where that would place you on the leaderboard. Where is 18 minutes? I don't think it's last place.
How close were me and Patak were?
It was close. I didn't see Patak's in time, but it couldn't be more than 20 seconds. Peanut Fan 22 turned in a 24-minute 34 seconds. So not last place for HoodyTwoShoes. GG on his second run ever. All right, well, I guess that's it for us dudes. Any last words?
Glory to you. And your nine.
Always fun to do the golf stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, thanks everybody. Enjoy your Sunday, and we'll be right back.